Hey, my name is Lacey Chyz, and I am a lifelong member of Lakeland Credit Union, and I am proud to be running for the Board of Directors this year. Well, as a lifelong member of the credit union, I have benefited from belonging as a member. So I will want to see and bring a lot of the same experiences that I've had as a member in ensuring that youth get future opportunities the way that I did. But I also know that we're navigating through different changing times. There's less credit unions in the province. The landscape of the financial sector is changing, and I've been privileged to work with boards and executives of different cooperatives and credit unions across the country, and I'd really like to bring that skill set and that experience back home and serve the credit union for the future and adjust to the needs of our community. So I was lucky enough to get my start at Lakeland Credit Union fairly fresh out of college. I had always been a member back since my Fat Cat account days. And I was lucky enough to move from a retail cashier position in the community to a member service role. And it really did change my life, learning that credit union customers were members and that members were owners, and what it really meant to have a democratically controlled financial institution where hundreds of millions of dollars are at work in your region, and that is because of the local people here. Learning about that has been tremendous and really empowering and exciting. It has taken me around the world. So after working with this established credit union in our community, I left in about 2012, 2013, had the opportunity to use this model in an international development context and work with credit unions in Malawi and Uganda, and see how rural economic development really comes to life when people work together. And since then, I have just been traveling all around Alberta. I've been up to the Arctic, and now I work as a co-op educator and developer. So I'm really all about helping people learn how to strengthen their community and meet their needs and adapt through whatever life throws at them, politically, economically, by just working together. And so I'm really excited to bring that career experience back to the board and hopefully steward the credit union forward through the future, because our past leaders have done a great job, and I take the role as a member seriously, and we need to get participating if we want to see that continue. Right now, I chair the City of Cold Lake's Economic Development Advisory Committee. I also am the chair of the Community Grants Advisory Committee, so get to have a bit of an Oprah moment there, helping distribute some funds, or at least advising City Council on how we can best use the pot of money that we have to enhance quality of life in our region, and working with all kinds of partners through the Economic Development Advisory Committee to really make policy changes to promote and initiate and expand opportunities in our region, not just in Cold Lake, but with other municipal partners and First Nations as well. And I also sit on the board of a couple of other cooperative organizations. So I represent the Prairies on a national board that works with cooperative developers all across the country, looking at addressing things like affordable housing and affordable childcare and that sort of thing. And for fun, because that's not quite enough, I also work with an opportunity development co-op, which is really unique because we are a group of pretty local, small-scale investors who want to put money towards community development. So we find a way to back local entrepreneurs who have great business development ideas but a lack of access to capital. So we use that co-op model, just like the credit union does, to kind of bring people together who have money with people who really need money to lend that out. And the benefit of that is, creating jobs and addressing needs in the community. So yeah, I really cooperate for fun, and volunteering on the board would be a great opportunity because I just love serving on different committees. Lakeland Credit Union has given me so much being a member, and I really want to make sure that I take the opportunity to give that back. I've been a bursary recipient. I've had the opportunity to expand programs that make a difference in the community and dream big and introduce new ideas, and been supported through that as an employee and as a member, you know, getting my first car, getting my first real credit card, like the things that you really need to build a life for yourself. And I understand through working in Canada and Alberta's co-op sector at large that there are things that are changing, and the co-op needs strong governance, and the credit union will have to adapt as things change, and I'd love to be part of that. I really respect the leadership and the tenure that the board has had, and I see the importance of succession planning and younger members getting more involved at the board, and I would love to be a part of that and maybe bring a perspective that other directors may not have. You know, what really matters to me is that members participate in the democratic process. So I think a lot of credit union members take advantage of the fact that our credit union is really well run, and they don't really need to attend an AGM or pay attention to director elections because we're so fortunate to have so many great community leaders step up and want to serve. So to me, I think any of the candidates that have put their name forward will probably serve the membership really well. But I really want members to feel as empowered as I am to realize that participating in your cooperative and your credit union gives you a chance to have democratic control in a way that people are really craving right now. So for me, it's just about people participating, people voting, people paying attention to the opportunity to get involved in an organization that literally controls hundreds of millions of dollars in our area. So I think it's important that members feel empowered by that and inspired by that and just participate in the governance process and the democratic process of voting in the director elections.